Okay, we're gonna start with some kneeling work here.
Many of my family memories growing up are intertwined with baseball memories. I grew up in Hilo, Hawaii, which is a small town of 50,000 or so. Baseball is already a large part of Hawaiian culture. You have that influx of Japanese culture into Hawaiian baseball, and then just the community's passion for it when there's been so many successful major league players from the islands. The Hilo specifically, it's been a hotbed of talent in recent years with over a dozen affiliated players. My grandfather was a big part of getting that started. He was a high school coach and a youth coach from the 1930s all the way until his passing a handful of years ago. He'd coached grandfathers and sons and then grandsons. He'd done it multi-generationally. And my father's generation, my generation, grew up being shuttled from one field and one practice to the next. My after-school care was sitting on a bucket next to longtime baseball men, listening to them unpack decisions. When should we change the pitcher? Should we play the infield in? Should we play the infield back? Should we start the runner here? Is this the pitch we want to stay on? Is this not? All of these dialogues, that was the head start I needed to get going into this profession, is that I got to audit 400 level baseball courses as an elementary schooler.
Yes! We can work at 2 speeds with the same consistency. Nice. If we do something like that every day, your feet and your eyes will get ready.
From when I was a little kid, whenever you'd get those assignments, you know, hey, what are you going to be when you grow up? And you're in 3rd grade, I'd say, hey, I'm going to be a baseball coach. There's so much information and analytics in this day and age that sometimes it can dehumanize the situation. My grandfather was a handler of human beings. He was a coach with extreme baseball knowledge, but also extreme emotional intelligence. And so when I think about what would he do, sometimes it really helps to remind me the people involved in the decisions we're making and finding that balance. Their voices, and specifically my grandfather's, resonate really, really strongly. Today we're playing the Texas Rangers, and their bench coach is Don Wakamatsu, who was the first Asian American manager in the major leagues. He was the manager of the Mariners when I was living in the Seattle-Tacoma area. And so how powerful is that for me to turn on the TV every night and see someone who looks like me managing? That tells me, hey, I can manage. It's a really, really important thing to me to represent that community and represent it well. Because I think, hey, maybe there's someone with Japanese descent or Native Hawaiian descent or whoever it is watching on TV saying, hey, that guy who stands next to Gabe Kapler, he looks like me. If he could do it, I can as well.